Good morning, Art-Alchemy. So today I actually was gonna tell you to I had said that I was gonna post on Mondays, but I forgot that I can't. Starting tomorrow, go back to work. I was 3 weeks off because of the winter holiday, since I work in a school district. But so I will be filming Sunday morning before all my games, in between the two talking NFL what is it shows, which are really funny. But I watch them on Fox, but through YouTube. So sipped up for this Sunday morning. So this is the second session in the series of where they're not they're a little bit like tutorials, but it's more like I think they're more like tips, because I'm not showing you step 1 or step 2, but it's sort of in that kind of wheelhouse. So this video is going to be 2 sessions. So today's session is just prepping your surface. Like I said, I had chose this really beautiful Hobby Lobby big, very extremely large notebook, because I was attracted to it feels like a canvas to me. So today we're just gonna this is acrylic paint that I have here. So this is copper, because I think I already ran out of the silver. I recently moved them, and they go a long way, these little ones. I had bought the metallic set like over 2 years ago when I first started, and I still have this one. I still got the black one, which has a little shimmer, and I think that's it. I think the silver and the gold, I already finished them off, but I'm going to be using copper. So use what you have, either copper, silver. You could even use acrylic ink. The pearl, if you have the pearl, anything pearl. I actually was thinking about doing it in black, in matte black, since I have a lot of that. But then I decided not to, because I like I wanted to look a little bit different. So part A, which is today, we're just gonna prep our surface, which I'm just gonna put this copper all over my page, and that's it. I'm gonna let it dry. On the next video, I want you to have some gel pens like so. So these are just regular jelly rolls, and this one is just a black one that I have, since I'm painting with copper. But if you're painting with black, then obviously don't use black. Use like a white, or this one is like a gray metallic. So I also happen to use this. I love this Uniball. Is gold. I've had it over a year. I got it in one of my art boxes. I want to say it was Art Snacks, but I don't remember. But I've been wanting to buy the whole set of silver, white, and gold that they have on Amazon. It's a Uniball Signal Broad. So super nice. So I use this a lot in my cards. So see, it's a little bit used, but it lasts a long time. So any of these for next time, so you could write on it. So essentially what we're gonna do, just prep our surface. So as you can see, I actually it was a little bit crunchy. This was last time, but I laid this when it was dry. I laid it over like really heavy, where I have all the stuff that I make videos for, that I buy. So it's heavy. So I laid it on and I flattened it out really well. I really love, now you can see the colors clearly, not like a big mess. I really like what I did here. So I like the way I'm happy with this, although it's thin, because it's like, I think 90, I don't remember the actual, but it's a little bit grainy. So when we get to the part where I want to do some pastels on it, you actually can, because you hear that, you could feel that. So that's actually a good thing. I really like this very inexpensive paper. So I'm just gonna lay some, like I said, if you don't have, see how really rich this color is. It's earthy. So what are we gonna do? Why are we prepping our surface? So we are prepping the surface because I follow the moon cycles. So the full moon, new moon. Um, I don't follow the other ones, just those two. My mother, bless her soul, a long time ago had when I was a kid, she kind of introduced me to like the moon phases without even knowing. Um, so as an adult, I actually follow them. So because this is the beginning of the new year, this is kind of like we're prepping our surface so we could make like I wouldn't say like a vision board, so like kind of like a goal board, like an art board, whatever you're into, kind of like that. So try not to put a lot of water. Don't thin this out. Like you want the color to come through as thick, rich, whatever color you decide. Because this is a beautiful on the camera. I don't know if you could see it, but it's really copperish, like a really rich. I could see the metallic. Like I said, I was really pleased. When I first bought them, they were pricey for me at the time. And I was like, this little thing, it cost me this much. But then when I laid them down, I was like, oh my God, they're really good. So I was really pleased with it. I'm probably going to get the liquid set of those because I really enjoy the gold. And the gold that's on the liquid, the acrylic set, it's so thick that I actually I had to put water in it. So, because it was like thick, but it's so nice, so pretty, and it works really well. The copper one I have because I guess I didn't use it as much like the others. And the black one, obviously, the black one is even creamier and it goes a long way. Sometimes I mix it with some of my other surface, like a violet, and it creates a little like a very shimmery effect, like a really thin shimmery effect. It's kind of like settled though, but this copper, it's like perfect for me because I'm an earth sign, and believe it or not, I like earthy, really rich, really like the chocolatey part. So I like those colors. This one, I didn't realize how, now that I'm seeing it on a paper surface. On a canvas, it's a little bit different. So on the canvas, it looks a little bit darker, but this one is like perfect. And try not to put put on your coffee, because I've done that before for Halloween, where I actually was drinking my coffee and I was laying down ink, and then boom. I think it was a year ago, not last year, but the previous year. I was gonna take a sip of my coffee, and the ink, I don't know how it got there, but a big lump, so I had to throw it out. I was like, oh my God, this is what people told me not to do that on YouTube, because a lot of YouTubers, the same thing has happened. So yeah. So as you can see, is acrylic dries really fast. Acrylic ink dries a little bit slower, but it dries extremely fast. So make sure you keep in mind on that if you are using acrylic and you are a novice like myself. I forget that sometimes because I'm so used to working with watercolor, gouache, and even the acrylic ink gives you more room to work with, a lot more room. So, but you just put a little. That's why it's important to put, like, people that work their acrylic specific with just acrylic artists, they actually have a bucket next to them because it dries really fast, and they like slam dunk their brush, like their huge brush. And that's where I learned how to blend things. It wasn't in my oil paint class, it wasn't in with watercolors. I learned to blend in quickly through the people that I used to watch, because they were like literally going like that for that work with acrylics, because they dry so fast. believe it or not, this surface is like around, I will say 60% dry. It's really hard. Where you see me like water a little bit my brush, it's because the acrylic is actually dry on top. So I'm working like on it with but I want it to be perfect, nice and shimmery. You see why we had to, I chose this color. And even if you use black, it's okay. You could mix it with another shimmery. Like I said, if you want to use gouache or watercolor, it's fine, but make sure that it's like thick and it's not the color that you have your pens, because you want to write on it, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna write on it. I don't have any cutouts for something specific. You could do that as well, and I'm doing it only on this sheet, but if you want to, you could actually do it on 2 sheets, like that. I don't want to do that because for me, this, I'm gonna do it sideways when we actually do it, but just a little bit more, just a tiny little bit more that I'm gonna use. But yeah, so I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do my spread. This is lengthwise, so the other way. I'm in portrait mood, but I am gonna do it more in, I'm gonna write on it in landscape, is what I'm saying. And so, oh, see those white spots? That's where it's dry. I'm trying to get more out of it. There we go. I really like this. I never thought I liked copper like on paper, but it's really pretty. Like I said, I'm gonna end up buying the acrylic inks for the pearlescent ones. The shimmer ones, not this size, but the ink ones. I really like ink, working with acrylic ink. I think it gives you more value. It's more flexibility. And I forget sometimes that it's ink, because then I'm like, oh, that's right, I can't use it because it's permanent. You know, I forget, because it works a lot like watercolor. And yeah, so look how pretty this looks. So I want you, when you prep your surface, I want you to, you know, feel, I want it to be like a really pretty surface with your feeling for this exercise it's a good thing. So I want you to feel like excited, happy, you know, because so I'm gonna make, so the full moon, the new moon is the new moon, and this is important because it's a new moon for 2024. So bring it, and for you that are paper crafters or whatever, I do keep like around like things that I like from magazines and stuff, cutouts. But if you want to make those cutouts, go ahead. You just have to bring in some glue and some gesso and glue it on your surface if you're following along. Like I said, I'm more like a writing type of, I like to express it in like an art form. So this is kind of like an art therapy sort of technique. That's why I said that feeling goes a long way. So make sure that you know, prep yourself before doing this exercise. You gotta be as happy, as excited and everything else as you can be, because yeah, this is the type of exercise you need to feel, because this is your goal exercise. So this is, I already prepped my surface. I'm gonna turn off the camera and see how I'm gonna show you. It's so pretty, you guys. Look at that. It really doesn't do it on justice on camera, but it's like copper, like an orangey type, like rich and velvety. And yeah, and I do feel that out of the silver, the gold, this is the one that dries the faster. And even from the black gives you a minute, this one does not. So I use a lot of it, which is good, because I want to finish it off. I'm not an acrylic painter, but I like to play around with it, and so I'm gonna be buying only like certain selective acrylics, like some roses that I like, but I want to finish what I have on hand. So and also, like, if you want, this is like a tip for sgraffito. Sgraffito is basically if you were to put it like that, and then you put a lot of like colors that you like on the first layer, and then you let it dry, and then you add black in it, and you let it sit, and then when you write on it, you start scratching it, so the bottom layer, the first layer, will show because you're gonna scratch the. So that's graffito. I don't want to do that. I did it as a kid, but maybe at some point we're gonna do it. So the only thing I want to say that I want to remind you guys, so today is the last day. Please, if you want in, comment on my video for the one that I said giveaway, and anything that you want, or just say, hey, I want in, you know, because I only have 3 people at the moment that they are for the giveaway. So if you want to be part of it, today's the last day. You have all day, even Monday morning, because it looks like I'm gonna go live in the afternoon, in the evening for me. So I'm on Pacific time, so FYI, so you know. After I come back from work, and after, you know, so yeah, it'll be late in the evening, so just to let you know. So prep your surface, this and that. Think about your goals, and you know, this is an important year too, and I'm doing this because it's an important year. This is a year 8, which number 8, and manifest anything you could think, you could manifest it, you could bring it to, you could speak it into existence, in the physical sense. So that's why I also decided to do this exercise. Plus, I actually do it yearly, but I also do it 6 months, 3 months. This is an important year for me, y'all. I'm not an astrologist, but I follow astrology, and it took me many years. I took that so I could learn it about myself, and I was having difficulty in relationships, and now I'm just plain picky. But yeah, so I learned, like I started learning of that for myself. And Pluto, the sign of rebirth, and basically it makes you start all over. It messes up things, so you could fix things inward, like about yourself. So it's been in my sign of Capricorn since 2008. Yeah, it does a 16-year per sign, so I would not see it anymore in my lifetime, unless I'm like 100 some years, which I doubt it, but you never know. So it's gonna leave my sign, thank God, for January 20th, for most of this year, but it's gonna come back from one last turn in the late fall. And next year around this time, it's actually gonna leave me forever and go into Aquarius. So if you're in Aquarius, ouch, I feel for you, because you're about to have all Saturn, a bunch of planets in your, but Pluto, yeah, I'm a totally different person. And I felt like I was a kid. I was in my early 20s, and I felt really weird about it. So that's also why I wanted to do this. I know a lot of people have had a lot of difficulty in the last 3 years. I have too, but in a different way, in a different form, not so much. I haven't felt it like that because I've been here with my family. I mean, the only thing was like losing my mom was probably the biggest thing. But I think a lot of it, and I was gonna leave, and I didn't move anymore. So it was kind of like that. But so yeah, that's all I wanted to share, and that's why I wanted to, you know, come on camera and do this. And I thought about it. I'm like, what type of exercise should I give them? So I saw that on Michael's that we're doing this, and I was like, oh, cool. I want to do this too. And plus, you know, I have the surface, so I know you guys enjoy it. So yeah, so the next video for part 2 with this is gonna be January 11th. So again, I'm gonna probably come out in the evening. And actually, no, I will not come out in the evening. That day, I have to go to the district to become a fully substitute teacher. So I will do it. I will make and post a video early, very early in Pacific time. So yeah, so you guys can have it. And we will be writing and stuff like that. And so think about your goals for this year and beyond, because like I said, this is a very important year for all of us. I hope you have a lovely Sunday, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.